Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to build a VTU, SMS verification, social logs, SMM panel and marketplace website. In this video you're going to learn how to create a website where you don't need to code anything. All you need to do is just install a product or a script and build your website within a few minutes. So your website is going to be like this. It's going to have this beautiful home page, as you can see, and it also has other pages like features. It has other pages like marketplace. It has the about us, how it works, and also contact us. So you're also going to have a user dashboard where your users can purchase your services, such as they can purchase number, which is this, and users can select multiple servers. They can select the servers. You can add multiple servers to your website, and they can select the service they want to purchase numbers from. So this one is for boosting accounts. Your users can also boost their account. You can also add multiple servers. Users can select the one they want to boost account from. Then another one we have is the social log, where your users can purchase the social logs you uploaded on your website. We also have marketplace, just in case your users have a product that they want to sell, then they can click on the marketplace and they can apply to become a seller. To do that, they can just come to the dashboard here and click apply to become a seller. So your users can also purchase airtime, data, cable TV, electricity, exam pins. They can also fund their wallets, refer users, and also resell using your own API. Let me say they have their own website, they want to resell your services, just as the number API and the SMM. They want to offer number reselling, and maybe they want to resell number under you, or they want to resell boosting under you. It's also available for them. So you're also going to have access to an admin dashboard where you can manage everything. You can see this is the list of the services you're going to manage everything. This is where you can manage your user account, your payment gateway, this is your payment reports, email, and settings. So I'm going to show you how to configure this. So this is the demo URL. So we cannot make any changes here. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to install the script and do all of this setup from beginning to the end. So let's get started. Now, the first thing you need to do is to come to namebudget.net. When you go to namebudget.net, you click on these services, you click on Laravel script. Then you scroll down, you're going to see this social stack V2, which is only one OTP, SMS, SMM panel, and so on. So you click on this order now. Then you click on checkout, and here you can fill in your billing details. After you have done filling your billing details, you can scroll down and click this complete order. Then it's going to take you to the payment page where you can make payments with your credit or debit card, or you can decide to choose bank transfer option from the payment gateway. So once you are done purchasing the product, it's going to take you to your login page, which this is your dashboard basically. So you click on these services and you click on the services. So this is the services social stack version 2. So I'm going to click on it. Then I'm going to click on downloads, and I'm going to click on this download to download the file. So after you have downloaded the file, the next thing you need to do is you need to have a domain and hosting. So you can choose any domain and hosting of your choice. We also set domains, which you can click on these domains and click on my domains, or you can click on store and click on so you click on domains, you click on domain search, and you can search for the domain you want to register and continue the process, or you can use other hosting company of your choice. So after doing that, which is after purchasing your hosting, depending on the hosting company, if you're using Hostinger, you will have access to HPanel. If you're using Namecheap, you have access to cPanel. If you're using, there are some hosting companies that have access to direct panel, but in this tutorial we're going to be using cPanel. So after purchasing hosting, you're going to have access to what they call cPanel. It's called Control Panel, where you can manage your web hosting resources. So when you come to your cPanel, the first thing you need to do is to search for File Manager, and you click on it. So when you click on File Manager, it's going to take you to this page. So the first thing you're going to do is you click on these settings and you make sure you enable this show hidden file. You can see mine is enabled currently. So when you enable yours, you click on save. So this is going to allow you to view hidden files. So after you're done doing that, you click on this upload and you click on this select file to select the file you downloaded from NameBudget website. So once you have selected the file, so as you can see, the file is uploading currently. So once it's done uploading, it's going to show a green progress, which is 100% green. This is going to show that you have uploaded the file successfully. So I'm going to close this. Once the file is done uploading, delete other files that is available here. So I'm going to delete this index.html. Yours might be different. Might say a different file and folder. Just make sure you delete it and leave only this file you uploaded. So I'm going to delete this one. So once that is done, I'm going to right click on this one and click extract, and I'm going to click extract files. So now it's done extracting. So I'm going to delete this one. Yes. So once that is done, I'm going to refresh this page. Yes. So this is the first step. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on core, and I'm going to right click on this .env and click edit. And I'm going to click edit again. So the first thing I'm going to do is this website name. I'll change the name of my website. So since this is name budget, I'll change this to name budget. Then for this app this app debug, I'll set it to false. So I will let you know when you need to set it to true. So if you are facing any error on your website and you're seeing 500 error, I want to see what is causing the error actually, you change it to true. So if you change it to false, it's going to be showing 500, or if you change it to true, it's going to show you where the actual error is coming from. So for the app URL, I'll change this to HTTPS, then I'll type my domain, which is namebudget.com.ng. So which is this. So I'll click save changes. So after doing that, now the next step is to set up the database. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to search for database. You can see database wizard. So I'll click on it. So yeah, I can name my database anything. I'll just type a random name. So I'll copy this so that the user can have the same thing. So I'll click next step. Then I'll paste this right here. And then I'll click password generator. Then I'll copy this password. I'll click I have copied this password. I'll click use password. Now I'll come to this .env. This place that is written db password. In the front of this equals to, I'll put a quote. I'll paste the password. I'll put another double quote. So then I'll come back to the database wizard. Then I'm going to click create user. So I'm going to click all privileges. Then I'm going to click make changes. Then I'm going to copy this. So once I copy that, I'm going to come here. Then the DB username, I'll change it to it. And the DB database, I'll change it to it. Remember, we use the same name for both the database name and database user. So then this DB host, I'll change it to local host. Then I'm going to click save changes. So yes, that's done. So if I come here and load my domain namebudget.com.ng, you're going to see 500 error because I have not set up the database yet. So you can say, okay, so this is the next error you might see on your hosting. So to fix this error, I'm going to come to my cPanel. I'm going to search for select PHP version, which you can see this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this 8.2 to 8.4, and I'm going to click apply. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to refresh this page. So now it's showing that 500 error. So the next thing we need to do is to upload our database. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to search for PHP. Now I'm going to see PHP my admin. I'll click on it. Then I'm going to click on this database we created. Then I'm going to click on import. Then if you come back to your file manager and you click on public_HTML, you're going to see this social stack v2.sql file. So this is what you're going to right click, download, and you're going to upload here. So I'm going to click choose file and select the file from my end. I'm going to scroll down and click import. So you can see now it has imported successfully. So if I come back here and I refresh this domain, and bravo, you can see our website is back online. So the first thing you need to do is to do the admin setup, which we'll be going to directly. Then from the admin setup, we'll be testing it out from the user also. So the first thing I'm going to do, if you want to navigate through your admin dashboard, from your domain, just put /backend. So this is the admin dashboard. So when you install this script, you have to first log into the admin dashboard using the demo URL. So I'm going to click on store, and I'm going to click on Laravel script. Then on this social stack v2 page, I'm going to see the admin demo. So I'm going to see this admin email. So I'll copy this. I'll come here, I'll paste it. Then I'm going to come back here, I'll copy the password. Then I'll come here and I'll paste it also. Then I'll click login. So this is the admin dashboard. So the first thing you can navigate through is when you click here and you click profile. This is where you can set up your admin. So you can set up your full name, your username, your email, and your password, and you can upload your admin image. So then I'll click on dashboard. The first thing you need to do is to set up these two cron URL. So to do that, I'll click on copy cron URL. Then I'll come back to my cPanel. Then I'll search for cron jobs, which is this. So I'll click on it. Then I'm going to come here. I'll select once per 5 minutes. Then I'll paste this command and click add cron URL. So I'll come back to my dashboard. I'll copy the second one again. Then I'm going to come back here. Then I'm going to select once per 5 minutes. Then I'm going to paste it and I'm going to click add new cron URL, which is this. So when I come back to my dashboard, the next thing I'm going to do is to set up the number. So when I click on number setup, I'll click on API. So when I click on API, you're going to see it's actually empty, which means you can add your API. So I'll click on add API. Then the first name, I'll set it to server 1. You can name it server 2 or server 3, anything you prefer. So, and then the label, I'll be using SMS Bower. So I'm going to say SMS Bower. Then the slug, I'll make it all small letters SMS Bower. So if you're using something like Tiger SMS, to be all small letters Tiger SMS. So then the base URL, I'm going to come and search for SMS Bower API. So then I'll click on their API documentation. Then I'm going to click on something like services. So on this page, you're going to see this URL. So I'll copy this their first URL minus this stops handler PHP. So then I'm going to come back here. I'm going to paste the base URL. I'm going to come back to my profile and I'll copy. I'll click show, and I'll have to log in so that I can have access to my API key. So this is my API key. So I'm going to copy it. Then I'm going to come back here. Then I'll paste my API key. Then the cancel code, you can set it default to 8. So to figure out the cancel code, when you come to the API docs, click on change activation status. So then you can see 8 is informed the number has been used and cancel the activation. So you set it to, you leave it by default 8. Then I'll click save API. So yes, so it has been added successfully. So to be sure that this SMS Bower actually follows this project pattern, I'm going to click update balance. So you see the balance has been updated successfully. So if you had an API and the balance was not updated, just know that it follows a different API pattern, and which means we will need to write a different code base for it. So you can reach out to our WhatsApp support and guide you on that. So the next thing I'm going to do is this first icon represents countries, this second icon represents services. Then this one is if you want to edit the API, and this one if you want to delete the API. So I'll click on this one. Then with this script, you can click on this update country, and it's going to fetch all the country that this API offers. So I'm going to click update countries. I'm going to click OK. So, but for this thing to work, you need to make sure you update the cron jobs we added. So for this thing to work, so if I come here, so you can see the list of all the countries. So I'm going to click back to API. Now I'm going to click on this second one, which is the services. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this update services. I'm going to click OK. So it's actually going to import all the services this API actually offers. This is going to take a while. Then also you have the option to add services manually if there's any service you want to add manually. But you need to make sure the services you're adding, the API actually offers it. If not, it's going to return an error. So I'm going to close it. I'm going to click back to API. So there are some API that does not allow importing countries. APIs like 5SIM or Tiger SMS, which means you have to add all the countries manually. So there's a way we can also make it easier from our end. So you can reach out to our support and guide you on that. So but that can be done using commands. It's not something that you can use code to write or stuff like that. So we can just guide you on how to do that, or we do it for you. So then the next thing you can do is I'm going to click on the API back. Then I'm going to click on these services. Then you can see this is still going. So it's waiting for the database to pick up. So while all that, I'm going to click settings, and we can see settings. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to click API. Then I'm going to click these services. Then while we are waiting for the service to do, let's add a random services. Now I'll add this as WhatsApp. Then I'm going to decode the WA, the country. I'm going to select something like United Kingdom. Then the provider price, I'll say the provider price is something like 5. Then the price would be something like I'll say like 3. Then I'm going to click save services. So now you can see we have 5 and we have 3. So aside this is going, once you add a services here and you click on this update services, it's going to update this one. So the way it works is it's going to use this provider price to update the price. So how does it do that? When you click on settings, you're going to see currency rate and you're going to see price increase. If, for example, the API provider you're using offers currency in dollars, so all you need to do is to maybe say I'll say I have something like 1.5 and say the currency rate is 1.5 per dollar. Then the price increase, I'll put something like 10, which is I want to increase the price by 10%. Then I'll click update settings. So when I come back to API and I click on these services, you can see the services has been imported already. It's going, so you can see it's in progress. So what it's going to do is once you said that, once this thing is going on, it's going to take the provider price, multiply it by the currency rate, then increase it by the percent increase. Then it's going to set your actual price. So Anytime you want to update your price, you can just go to your settings and update your currency rate and price increase to what you prefer. Then if you click on these update services, it's going to be checking frequently if the API added new services. So if the API added new services, it's going to fetch it, but it's not going to add services that exist already. So this is it. So the next what we're going to do is I'm going to click on manage users. I'm going to click on manage users again. Then I'm going to click on this edit. Then I'm going to click this login as a user. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this buy number. Then I'm going to see, you're going to see choose server. So when I click choose server, I'm going to see the server one I added. Then it's going to say choose country. I'm going to see the list of country we imported. So I'll choose something like United Kingdom. Then it's going to say choose services. Then I'll select the services and it's going to show the total. And once you click buy number, it's going to show the card that has done, copy, and cancel. So the way it works is if user purchase a number and an OTP SMS have not been received, they can cancel it. But once OTP SMS has been received, they cannot cancel it again. So this is about purchasing number. So the reason why I cannot purchase number is the SMS power account is not funded. So the next one I'm going to move on is the SMM. So I'm going to click on API. So in this one, we're going to be use MegaBoost as an illustration. So I'm going to log into my MegaBoost account. Then the first one I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this API URL. So I'm going to come here, then I'm going to click add API. Then I'm going to type server one here. Then here I'm going to type MegaBoost. Then here I'm going to type MegaBoost all small letter. Then here I'm going to put the base URL and I'm going to come and copy my API key. So I've copied my API key from my MegaBoost account, then I'll paste it here and I'm going to click save API. So you can see it has been added. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click update balance. So once the balance updates, just know that it actually follows this API pattern. If it turns an error, knows that the SMM provider you're trying to use does not follow this script API pattern. So then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this. This represents the category and this represents services. So I'm going to click on this category. Then I'm going to add a category. Can add this and say this is Instagram. Then I can just use a Instagram slug. Then the sort I'm going to say one status on. Then I'll click save category. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click on these services. Then I'm going to click import services. So this works like the importing number services. So it's going to take a little while, but I think this is faster compared to the one for numbers. So let me refresh. So you can see it has imported already, all of them. So if I refresh, we're going to see the list of all the SMM services. So the way this one works is you come here and click on settings. You can set your currency rate for the SMM too. You can see this one is already set to 1.4 and price decrease to 10. So if you come back and click on API and click on these services, you can, if you click on import services, it's going to take the provider price, multiply it by the currency rate and increasing by the percent increase. But you need to make sure of this. For example, I want to offer services in Naira on this website, which means I don't need to convert the currency, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to these settings. Then I'm going to set this currency rate to just 1. Then I'll just maybe put the price increase to something like 50%. So what it's going to do is going to multiply the price by 1, which is not going to increase it. Then it's not going to increase it by price increase. So I'll click on update settings. Then I'll click on API. Then I'm going to click on services again. So if I click import services, it's not going to update the actual price. So you can see now it has updated the actual price. The next thing I want to do is I want to assign some services to a category. So I'm going to do is, remember the last category we created was Instagram, right? So I'm going to search for Instagram. Then I'm going to click search. Then I'm going to select all, which is, this is Instagram. I'm going to click assign category. I'll select category and select Instagram, then I'll click assign. So you can see 50 services have been assigned category. So the way you can do the rest also. So if I come up to user dashboard and I click on boost socials, then I can select a server, which is server 1. Then I can choose category, which is Instagram. Then I can choose the services, which is this. Then I can add the quantity, maybe it's 50. I can say something, I can add the URL. So just in case maybe your user wants to go in mass order. So what you need to do is they need to take note of the service ID, which is this. You can see this C0055. So I'm going to click on this mass order. So the way you're going to do is I'm going to type C0055. Then the next thing they're going to do, they'll put this slash. Then I'm going to put the URL, let me say the link where I want to target. So, but make sure the link is an actual link that exists. So I'm going to put something like, let me say, which services it is. So this is Instagram, right? So I'm going to say Instagram.com, then slash, then I want to target name budget. Then I'm going to put this. Then I'll say the quantity is something like 100. And I'm going to click purchase all. So, but before that, you need to select a server. And I'm going to click purchase all. So you can see one order has placed. So if the user puts something like 1000, or you put 100 links here, your website is going to do the calculation. You don't need to do any calculation. You need to do the calculation and debit the user. So when you refresh, you can see the user has been debited. So, but I'll need to cancel that order because I don't want it to go. So I'll click on cancel and refund user. So I'll click save changes, and it's going to actually refund the user. So if I come back here and refresh my page, you can see the user balance is back. So this is all about the SMM. So the next one we're going to go to is the account menu. So I'll click on categories. So now I'll click add categories. Then I'll put the category name for something like Instagram. Also, I'm going to say Instagram. Then you can choose an image if you want. Then I'm going to say sort by one. So this sort means this category comes first. So I'll click add category. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on product. I'm going to add a product. Then you can choose a product image. So I'm going to just download an Instagram logo, which I can use as the product image. So I'll click upload image. Then I'll select the image I just downloaded. Then the product item, I say Instagram old account. Then the unique log, I'll say IG old. Then category, I'll select that category created. The price, I'll put something like 2000. The status active. Stock, I'll say 5. Stock means total that it's available sold. I'll put something like 50. That I've sold 50. Then I'll just put this is an old account. Then I'll click create product. Yeah. So one beautiful thing is that we built this script that allows you to implement API. So, but currently it's not built in. So if there's any API you want you to use your account, you can reach out to our WhatsApp support. Then we'll tell you what you're going to do. So the next thing is, but if you don't have any API in mind, you can also upload your account manually. So to do that, I'm going to click on this icon. Then I can import account for this particular product, or I can add account for this particular product manually. So let me just add. So I'm going to say this is account 1. Then credentials, I'll say like username, and then say password. So I'll say it's not sold. Then I'll click save changes. So it has been saved. So if I come back to the user dashboard and I click on social logs, then I'm going to see that product we created. If I click view and buy, then I'll basically select quantity. Then I'll click purchase now. So once the user clicks purchase now, and they come here and click on selling orders, then and they click on view. So when they click on view credentials, they should be able to see the credentials and download it. So I'll click back to order. Then the next one I'm going to do is the marketplace. So users can apply to become a seller on your website. To do that, they can click this apply to become a seller. Then here they can put their store names. I'll put like tech G. Then they can put their phone number. So I'll just put a random phone number like this. Then what do I plan to say? I'll say something like mobile phones. Something like this. Mobile phones. Then I'm going to click submit application. So yeah, it's pending. So you as an admin, you have to click on this marketplace, then click on seller. Then you're going to see the request. Then you can approve it. So you approve the seller. So then I'll click clear. So you can see all the sellers. So you can decide to ban, can also suspend a user, a seller, sorry. So when I come here and I refresh this, you can see it's active now. Then I click open dashboard. So here users can click add product. Then remember it's on this seller marketplace. Then they can decide to upload the product. So I'll just put something like title of like so to do that, I'm going to come back here first and click on categories. Then I'll click add category. Then I'll say something like phone. Then I'll say something like mobile phone should be this log. Then I'll say sort to be the one, so that will be first. Now I'll click add category. So no image, so I'm not going to upload image. Then I can click on commission. So this is where you can select how you want to earn from your user. So you want commission or a fixed price, so you can set that actually. So when I come back here, then I'll refresh this. Then I'm going to say physical product. Then title is something I'll say used mobile phones. Then I'm going to choose a category of phone. Then the price of like 2000. Description: this is a used mobile phone. So this is optional, but this should be optional. So for physical product, so this physical product is going to be optional. You can see you cannot type anything, so it's only for digital products that you can use this. So then stock quantity, I can say something like 20. Processing days, how many days it takes to ship. So I'll say like 30. Then shipping notes, this is, I'll just put it, this is nice. Then the image, then I can just upload the image of Instagram. Now click submit for approval. So yeah, you can see this. So it's pending. So when you come to your admin and you click on orders, no, sorry, click on products, then you're going to say that then you can approve the product. So if I come back here and I refresh, you can see the product has been approved. So if I come to something like if I come to something like I click on marketplace, then I'm going to see this. Now I click view, then I can actually add to cart and also proceed to checkout. And I can, so I'll just type this of tag, phone number, I'll put a random phone number, city, I'll put the city like so nice, I'll just put a random information. Then country, I'll just say I'll put in the same thing, street address. So the same thing, I'm going to click place order. So you can see the order has been placed. There's the quantity. So if you click back to orders, you can say it's pending. So here's an admin, you can click on order and this is the order. So the next one we're going to have is the VTU. So I'll click on VTU and I'll click on provider. So in this we have list of provider. You can see a list of provider we made available for you, but you can choose a provider you want. So but we have to make this available so that you can see. So in this tutorial I'm going to be using Congo concept as illustration. So you can see I've already, if you click edit, you're going to see I've already filled in the information, the API key, the API part has been filled in. So it's the same thing for the rest of them, it has been filled in. So if you decide to add an API provider, you need to make sure the part actually matches the one of the provider. So you can reach out to a provider and ask them for the API documentation and make sure that each of the part matches what is on the documentation. So currently this is what we have. So if I click edit, so yeah, this is what we have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on service routing. Then I'll select the APS I want to use for airtime. So I'll select it. I want to use for data, select it. I want to use for cable TV. We select it. I want to use for electricity. Select it. I want to use for exam pins. We select and then I'll click save routing. So after that is done, I'm going to click networks and time. Then yeah, then yes. So what I'm going to do is for MTN, I'm going to change the provider code to, you have to make sure the provider code exists. For example, let me show you with Google Concept. So this is the Google Concept dashboard. So if I scroll down, so you can see this is the code for airtime, for data. So if I scroll down, then you're going to see recharge card. So this is the sorry. So this is the code for airtime. So you can see the network ID is 1, 2, for Glo is 2. So for here, for Glo, for example, you can change this from Glo to from Glo to 2. Then I'll click update. So you need to do it for the rest also. So different provider might use a different network ID. So you just need to update it to follow the one for the provider. Then the same thing for data plans. So I'm going to click edit. Then you make sure the provider plan code follows the actual provider plan that's here. So this is the provider plan. So you need to make sure the code follows the options. Then you can put your price, and so from here you can see the price your provider sells from. Then you can set your own actual price. Then the same thing for cable TV. You can click on it and you make sure everything actually so this is for DSTV. So if I click here, Then I can click add cable plans. Then I can fill it based on what my provider shows from here. So you can see, you can fill it from what your provider shows from here. So there's nothing difficult about it. So then from the user dashboard, they can click on buy airtime and they can purchase airtime. So this is it. So the next one we're going to do is when you click on manage user, you click on manage user, and you can add a user if you want. Then when I click on this edit, then I can actually view, so I can send user this individual user email. Then yeah, so you can also update user status to deactivate them. So you can also add to their balance. So once you, for example, now let me add something like 5,000. Then if I click add to balance, then I click on transaction history, then I'm going to see it here. So you can see the balance before was 25. Now after adding 5,000, it become 75. It became 75. Then this is the payment log if users make deposit. So the next one we're going to do is we click on payment gateway. So I'm going to say we have Pay available. So in order to get the public key and secret key, you can reach out to Pay tutorials to guide you, and you can just paste them here. You make sure you set up your web URL or your Pay dashboard. So we also have manual bank transfer option like bank transfer and crypto manual option. So let me click on add crypto. I can put something like Bitcoin. So the currency I'll say is BTC, then rate, charge, and then I'm going to put my wallet address. And I'm going to click save changes. So okay, yeah, we need to add image. So I'll just upload Instagram image here. So you can upload Bitcoin image here. So I'm going to click save changes. So you can decide to yeah. So let me come back here. So if I come to the phone wallet and you can see the Bitcoin is here, so I can decide to enter like let me want to deposit 0.001 Bitcoin, then I'll click proceed to payment. Then sorry, we have to add the rate. So you can see 62,000. So you can say 62,000 it's equal. So if I come back here and you can put the amount and you put the when you put the amount, it's going to multiply by the rates and it's going to take the user where they can make deposit, upload payment proof. Then you can actually approve the deposit from your payment log. So I'm going to see option to approve it from here. So the next one we're going to do is it's very, very important. So which is the email. So if I click on this email, I click on email. So here to fill in this stuff, so I'm going to come here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy. This is my SMTP host. So I'm going to paste it here. Then the SMTP port for default hosting is 465. Then the encryption is SSL. Then for the email, I'm going to come to my cPanel and search for email account. Then I'm going to click create. Then I'm going to maybe call this a support email. Then I'm going to generate a password. So I'll copy the password and I'll paste it on this. Then I'm going to click create. So once you do that, I'm going to copy this email. Then I'm going to paste it here and I'm going to paste it here. Then I'll click this access to be on. Then I'll click update config. So once you set this up, then if users make any activities on your website, you're going to receive email. So then you can send users bulk email. Also, you can select all users or you can select a particular list of users to send email to. And this is being scheduled. So when you click send, it's going to be scheduled. And if you click on email campaign, so I've already set up this cron job, so you don't need to set it up again. Then yeah, so it's the option is going to show here to show the progress of the email being sent. Then when you click on admin template and user template, you're going to see the list of available templates. Then next time we click on settings, then here's where you can set your website name, your website currency, and select it to your website color. So if I decide to change it something like let me say something like red, and I scroll down, I click save changes, all the pages on the website is going to turn to red. You can see. So you can change your website color, including the home page and other pages, including your admin dashboard. Then here you can decide to disable any of the features you don't want to offer. Then here you can upload your website logo. You can add a live cycle. Let me say if there's a WhatsApp icon you want to show on your website on all the pages, and here you can add your description that is going to be your SEO description. So I think that's all for this script on how to set it up. So this is how to build your own VTU, OTP SMS verification, SMM panel, social logs, marketplace website. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, and if you need any assistance or you want to add extra features, you can reach out to our WhatsApp support, which the link will be added in the description of this video.